Welcome everyone to Worldwide Wrestling. I am your host for the evening, Dewey Danielson, and we are live here from Austin, Texas, just after the Gold Rush pay-per-view, and we are ready to kick off the first episode of Thursday Night Rebellion. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Gold Rush, this man right here cashed in his guaranteed money briefcase on the vacant 3-dub championship back at Gold Rush, and there wasn't anything in the rule book that was going to go against him of doing this. Even Matt 8-Star himself, the general manager, couldn't overrule the decision made by Caleb Stone to cash in on the championship, and therefore you have the new 3-dub heavyweight champion. And of course, later on that night, Jack Harvey winning #1 contender. But let's see what Stone has to say right here.
Austin, Texas, welcome to Rebellion. As the 3-dub heavyweight champion, I have made a vow to myself and to all of you. I'm going to be a fighting champion. So tonight, I'm putting my title on the line. After careful deliberation, I found a deserving opponent. Tonight, I'll put my title on the line against...
Oh boy, here we go. Who's he gonna fight tonight?
Billy Hockett.
Billy Hockett. Well, talk about being a fighting champion. It looks like he's gonna put his title on the line tonight against, you guessed it, Billy Hockett. Of course, he has a little bit of a storied history with his father being in 3-dub, but gotta wonder, the interesting decision there by Caleb Stone, nonetheless defending the title. And speaking of title, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 3-dub Internet Championship rematch tonight here on Rebellion, as Tony Mercer is gonna get his opportunity at that title once again here. But Tony the Hammer proving definitely be a dominant champion back at Gold Rush, winning that title. It's Tony Mercer and one John Reggins. And how did we end up into that match, ladies and gentlemen? Well, as you know, the Internet Championship is one to be decided by the fans, and that's right. Prior to Gold Rush, we did have a poll to determine that we were going to have a triple threat match take place at Gold Rush, and then we found out that the opponents for Tony Mercer was going to be Tony the Hammer and recently acquired John Reggins from HWA. Of course, all three superstars having a phenomenal night at Gold Rush, but that leads us to here on the first episode of Rebellion in the new era of 3-dub. Tony Mercer, Tony the Hammer. we go. There is the prize for the opening match here on Rebellion, the Internet Championship. On the line here is Tony the Hammer, going to be defending it against that man right there, former champion. This is the rematch clause being initiated here in Austin, Texas. And we know the rumblings that Tony Mercer has been making on the page as of late. Then you have this man right here, Tony the Hammer Morrison, a man of little to no words. And you can see by the sheer size of this man, doesn't really need too many words. He can back up his punch, that is for sure, and that is how he won that Internet Championship at Gold Rush against Tony Mercer and John Reggins. Be in action a little bit later tonight. But here we go, the opening match on the opening Thursday Night Rebellion Internet Championship on the line. Tony Mercer would want nothing more than to get this victory here tonight. Not only stake that claim of back at the championship, but get a huge victory over somebody like Tony the Hammer, excuse me. A big splash right there, right out of the gate, is Tony the Hammer Morrison. A big power slam, a big splash, and now a deadlift. Showing the strength, but there's Tony Mercer with the back body drop. Showing his strength as well. Now he's going to try to slow the big man down just a little bit here. Try to grab the momentum. Once again, going to work on the neck of the Hammer. And now what you want to do is definitely go after the legs. Looks like he's going to be working on the head, and that one approach to it can cuss your opponent, especially when you're outmatched on the size here. Tony the Hammer Morrison has been down on his back for quite some time now. As Tony Mercer, both Tonys in this one. Mercer with the headlock now, keeping Hammer on the mat as referee Jose Hernandez in the ring for this one and will be in attendance for the whole evening. Now off the ropes, Tony Mercer looking for a move, but running into the wall of the Hammer, and now Hammer, look at this, slingshot Tony Mercer down to the mat, and now the tides have changed, just for the moment at least, and now a big smack double across the ear as the Hammer now throwing blows, trying to wear down Tony Mercer, and now here we go, clubbing blows across the chest. Man, oh man, Hammer getting the job done here against the former champion and proving why he wants to keep that Internet Championship. Ooh, big elbow now as we're going to get a count outside the ring here. Now a clothesline, and Hammer following through with another, and could be a third, right down there on the concrete and the steel plate on that ramp. But Mercer digging down deep, and now neck breaker down onto that plate of the ramp, and now we get a count up to 5. And we are getting pretty high on the count here, ladies and gentlemen, as Tony Mercer now throwing the Hammer back in the ring, and he is followed behind him, breaking the count. And now, here's Mercer going to work on the legs of the bigger Tony Hammer, and now we could be looking to see something big here, setting up from Mercer, going after the Internet Championship. Is this going to be enough? Seated suplex neckbreaker. And now the pinning attempt on the big Tony Hammer. 2, and a kick out. A kick out after that big maneuver from the Hammer. Staying alive in this one, trying to retain his Internet Championship, as now Tony Mercer once again going back to work with the headlock, trying to keep Hammer down on the mat. And that is definitely the goal here. You would think for Tony Mercer to try to achieve greatness in this one, but now, look out. Big backbreaker. And now applying the pressure is Morrison. Still standing after that big devastating maneuver from Tony Mercer not too long ago. That big suplex stunner. Not enough to put down the big hammer. And now look out. We could be looking for a big drop here. Off the rope into the splash. And that is how he won that Internet Championship back at Gold Rush, ladies and gentlemen. And now up on the shoulders. And Tony Mercer turning things around with the big DDT. Unfazed from the big splash in the corner, and now a DDT, and here's Tony Mercer looking for a big Falcon Arrow right in the middle of the ring. And going for a pinning attempt once again, Tony Mercer, 2 and 3, there it is. Tony Mercer wins back the Internet Championship here tonight on Rebellion. Big show of strength right there wasn't enough, and I didn't even see that he got a little bit of ropes in there. You would think that would have been enough. It would have been for any typical superstar, but not for the Hammer. Of course, you can see he kicked out right there, too. That's where the momentum turned. And Hammer looked like he was going to take this one with a big splash out of the corner, but it was that seated Falcon Arrow right there from Tony Mercer that allowed him to seal the deal for the 1, 2, and 3 to re-win the Internet Championship. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Mercer winning back that championship. You wonder if he's going to go back to that custom strap. He might. But nonetheless, championship back in his grasp, and he warned everybody that something was going to take place sooner or later that the whole 3-Dub universe wasn't going to like. And you got to imagine this could be it. Talking about re-winning the Internet Championship. Hammer is due a rematch now, in the final rematch in this series. See when that takes place, but of course a poll will be going up soon to see what is going to happen with the Internet Championship. But coming up next, in a Soul Survivor qualifying match, looks like we're going to skip the entrances here. Soul Survivor qualifying match right out the gate with a big Superman punch by Kota Matsuda. It's going to be kicked out by the Hall of Fame Justin the Lunatic. Of course, we are qualifying for the Soul Survivor briefcase. If you are unsure what that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is an opportunity to cash in on any championship here on the Rebellion brand, it being a Rebellion exclusive briefcase. And of course, that will take place at the Soul Survivor pay-per-view here in just a couple of weeks. That will have the main event of the 6-man Elimination Chamber match. Which one of these superstars right here, either Kota Matsuda looking to make a big name for himself early on in his first full-time contract with 3-Dub, or of course the Hall of Fame Justin the Lunatic. And of course, Commissioner co-owner Drew Gessner talked about the Soul Survivor briefcase just a little bit a few days ago, mentioning how the briefcase will allow the superstar who holds it to cash in up to 3 times in the course of a year. And here we go, pinning attempt in this one. 1 and a kick out, 1 count kick out for Kota Matsuda, staying alive in this qualifying match. And as I was saying, the superstar who holds the briefcase can cash in up to 3 times, meaning you can fail on your cash in 2 times, making it much different than the takedown exclusive guaranteed money, as we are going to get another pinning attempt there almost. Quick kick out from Kota, stating that he still has enough in this one to keep going. That has been stated to be the difference, as we're going to get a submission maneuver here, the difference between Guaranteed Money and Soul Survivor. Guaranteed Money will cash in at any given time, No rules or regulations as long as it is during 3-Dub production hours on any given title on the Takedown brand, but for Rebellion, you have to schedule your match with the title holder in advance, and of course you get 3 opportunities, and that is a big thing for the holder of this briefcase, which is why it is going to be very important for the superstars that are going to be contending for that match to give it their all to win that championship, to win that briefcase. The opportunity is just astounding for the Rebellion brand in the Sole Survivor briefcase opportunity. It has been back and forth in this one as I've been talking to you about what is to be expected for the Sole Survivor briefcase, as we get a nice fall-away slam there from Hall of Fame Justin the Lunatic, but it is going to be capitalized from Kota Matsuda. And now here we go. We know what we're going to see right here. We got the Hangman DDT from the Lunatic. Patented, vintage Lunatic maneuver. Now here we go into a submission maneuver, close enough to the ropes. Kota break out, and he's going to kick out instead. Kota. A few near falls already for Kota Matsuda. Holding strong in this one. Of course, this is the beginning parts of his first full-time contract in 3-Dub, and he'd like to break the ice and make a lot of waves here by winning this qualifying match. Definitely going to be tough to do against the Lunatic. But he's got him in this nice neckbreaker, modified neckbreaker maneuver. And Kota Matsuda looking to capitalize on this consistent clotheslining here. And a kick to the, oh my gosh, I thought that was the midsection, but it was square across the face. That could be enough to put down the Lunatic, but you got to capitalize with a pin right there, and you're not able to. Somebody like the Lunatic is going to capitalize himself, as he does. Oh, man. Nice maneuver there, devastatingly fashioned from the Lunatic. He was going to look on at his prey. Now, I mentioned how the Lunatic needed to capitalize. Kota needed to. The Lunatic capitalizing on this with another Hangman DDT right there in the corner. Kota Matsuda. And just shades of what we've seen moments ago. The Hangman DDT into the submission maneuver, but that time close enough to the ropes for Kota to kick out. Or breakout for that matter, but now we're going to get another pinning attempt, a 2 count and a kick out once again. From Kota Matsuda, international superstar, making waves in all kinds of E-Feds, XCW, HWA, NEW, all kinds of waves, and here we go. Another power slam from the Lunatic. As I talk about Kota Matsuda and what he has done all across the world. And we're looking at another pinning attempt and another kick out at 2 from the legendary Kota Matsuda. He's been all over the world, fighting, as I mentioned, all over different kinds of promotions, promo leagues, you name it. Definitely has his hands full here, ladies and gentlemen. Another pinning attempt after those devastating strikes. And there it is, a pinning attempt. Gonna capitalize right there is the Lunatic, and he is gonna be the first to advance to the Sole Survivor Elimination Chamber match. But I'm gonna hand it to Kota Matsuda, ladies and gentlemen, who definitely has a bright future here in 3-Dub, as he has all across the world. It definitely took the Lunatic to pull just about everything he could out of the closet, out of the toolbox here, to get the final victory over Kota. Man, what a match to open up the Rebellion. The first Rebellion of the new era here in Austin, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. Now, wait a second. Lunatic got a microphone. Let's see what he's got to say here.
Listen here, 3-Dub. Now listen, and listen well. Kota Matsuda, were you the best that they gave me? Yet again, 3-Dub, you failed. 3-Dub, I want you to listen. As sole survivor, when I win the chamber match, whoever holds the gold, don't matter who you are, you are just a carrier to my castle, a temporary residence of what I hold dear. You are the next soul.
Well. Big words from the Hall of Famer. He was back under full-time contract, as of now at least. We know what kind of waves that man right there can make in a locker room. And he is definitely staking his claim for that chamber match and is looking to advance, become the first sole survivor briefcase holder. But ladies and gentlemen, we spoke of his name earlier this evening. John Reggins making his way, his first Rebellion debut. He's going to take on Jay Sweetness here, one half of the Chick Magnets. John Reggins, Jay Sweetness, Thursday Night Rebellion. Remember back several weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago from now, maybe just over a month, who knows, the HWA All the Way Up pay-per-view tournament, in which the winner was going to get crowned a 3-Dub full-time contract and an opportunity at Chris Harris on the World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, it was Savage Sheep that went on to win that tournament over John Reggins, but the owners of 3-Dub were so satisfied with the outcome of that match and the talent that both Reggins and Suicide Sheep displayed. They granted both superstars full-time contracts. And here you are, John Reggins. He had the opportunity at the Internet Championship back at Gold Rush. He was voted in by the people to be one of the men in the triple threat match to defend against Tony Mercer. Of course, he didn't come out victorious, but he once again displayed that skill that he has at edgier skill that is present here in 3-Dub now with John Reggins. Tonight he is going to make his Rebellion debut, show these fans here in Austin, Texas, what he can do against one half of the Chick Magnets, Jay Sweetness. And it looks like right now, John Reggins, missed opportunity right there, but you can definitely tell the size difference. The devastating power slam followed up by an elbow drop from Jay Sweetness, but as I was going to mention, you can see the size difference in Jay Sweetness and John Reggins here. That isn't going to scare away or slow down John Reggins, that's for damn sure. I heard some rumblings on social media asking, because of course, now wait a second, we're going to see some of this high-flying maneuvers from John Reggins, missing on the elbow drop though. Jay Sweetness turning things around and now throwing some right hands at John Reggins' face. We're going to get a pinning attempt here, 2, and a kick out from John Reggins. Going to slow things down a bit, a little chin lock maneuver from Sweetness here. As I was, nice counter there, chin breaker. John Reggins clubbing forearm now off the ropes. Oh, wait a second, into the knee, and once again into the knee. John Reggins, as I mentioned, that little edgier style of his with a Russian leg sweep after a couple of knife edge knees to the gut. But as I was saying, little rumblings on social media wondering what would have happened if John Reggins would have won the HWA tournament and went on to face Chris Harris at Gold Rush for the World Heavyweight Championship. As you can recall, if you go back and watch the Gold Rush pay-per-view on YouTube, you can see where Suicide Sheep got his opportunity but fell just short after giving Chris Harris the fight of his life, but again fell just short of capturing that World Heavyweight Championship. It couldn't have been different. What a huge code breaker, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for not paying attention right there, but a huge code breaker from the top rope from John Reggins, but not enough to put Jay Sweetness out in this one, but it was enough to bust him open, give him the Crimson Mask. As a flapjack from Sweetness to slow down Reggins, who was on the verge of putting Sweetness away here. But could Reggins have done the job at Gold Rush? That's what I was getting at, ladies and gentlemen. We can go with another pinning attempt at a kick out. John Reggins saving himself. I'm going to leave that up for you people in the live chat here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on YouTube Premiere to answer that question. Could John Reggins have done the job at Gold Rush against Chris Harris, as we get another pinning attempt here from Reggins? 2 and 3, there it is. As we speak of John Reggins winning, he gets the victory, his first victory here on Rebellion. What an impressive showing there. Of course, once again, definitely curious to see what you ladies and gentlemen think of John Reggins and what he could have done if he were the one to advance to Gold Rush. And we're going to advance here, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of social media, some ripples, that's been the word of the night, some ripples being caused on the social media page by a returning Miss Athena. Of course, being drafted to the Rebellion brand. Letting it be known that she is always in the hunt for the championship and that the champion Dominique Shine needs to watch her back. Just because she's on takedown doesn't mean that Athena is not going to set targets on her. As we know, the women's championship, the women's division, for that matter, does swing between both brands, but there has been rumblings some newly acquired female superstars that could be coming to 3-Dub roster in the next few months. If that is so, we could be looking at a split division once again come season 6. But ladies and gentlemen, that is some time away. And we are talking about right now with Miss Athena returning to Thursday Night Rebellion. And here we go. Of course, these are two established superstars, or at least I should say, these are two veteran superstars. Definitely have quite a bit of matches under their belts. But Athena quickly with the arm drag, beautiful arm drag, if I might add. There is the cockiness from Miss Athena. Never shy of that, never shy in any situation, I would imagine. Couple of kicks to the knees there. And here's Majestic May trying to turn things around with a wrist lock of her own and an elbow to the shoulder. Ooh, look out. Couple of clubbing blows. And now the backbreaker from Majestic May, looking to shut the mouth of the ever so cocky Miss Athena, former queen, former women's champion. And since we were talking about, excuse me, here we go, pinning attempt, not even going to get the 1 count though. Athena kicking out quite quickly. I'd like you to say that 5 times in a row. And now here we go. As I was mentioning earlier, there being a split division. If you remember back, oh, nice maneuver there from Athena, but if you remember back when season 3, I believe it was, the first split of Rebellion and Takedown, Miss Athena went on to do big things, becoming the first women's champion on Rebellion. Definitely a prestigious spot in the 3-Dub history books. And here we go, setting up for the 619. Miss Athena, and now taking it to the top rope on Majestic May, moving out of the way. That could have been curtains right there. As we know, Majestic May, been in 3-Dub for quite some time, has yet to earn herself a championship opportunity. She definitely comes from a long list of superstars in her family that gives her the ability, the talent that she has. Yet to be put to the test on the high scales here in Worldwide Wrestling. But speaking of high scales, going to be tipped on that scale. The top rope guillotine, and now looking to have some sort of surfboard. I was thinking maybe the surfboard submission maneuver, but no, working on the knees of Miss Athena. Majestic May taking her time. Kind of a veteran maneuver there, trying to get her win back. Ooh! Could have been costly, as now she eats a big knee from Athena, but you gotta wonder what that has done to her knee. Of course, you can see as of late, Majestic May has been going to work on those knees, and now a knee blow like that to your opponent, yeah, it's gonna hurt your opponent, but it's gonna hurt you too. Gotta watch. Carefully choose the maneuvers that you execute here. Here's Athena on the receiving end of another neck breaker. Majestic May trying to pull out all the stops. She would love to get a victory here tonight and just climb a little bit further. Oh, nice! Tequila Sunrise. And could that be enough to put away the former women's champion? No, quick arm drag. Athena trying to save herself here. Going to work on the hands, the manipulation of the joints and the hands. Here we go. Athena with a 1 count kick out from Miss Majestic May, trying to stay alive in this one. What a wonderful women's match. And did you see that? The super lady punch. And there's a 2 count and 3. Not too many kick out of that. And that right there is why Athena is as cocky as she is, because she can lay you out at the drop of a dime. Just like that. And here we go. Athena got something to say after this match. Let's listen up, ladies and gentlemen.
You think I give a damn what you think about me? There's a storm coming, 3-Dub. You better batten down the hatches. You know what they say, hell hath no fury. You're gonna wonder how you could live so large and leave so little. Go ahead, sleep tight while I allow it.
Oh boy, oh boy. Athena placing her name in the hat. And if I were Dominique Shine, I'm telling you right now, you got Sandy Stars, you got the Dragon Queen, Fiona, you got Athena, you got Cruella, you got the newcomer, Nightshade, you got all kinds of up-and-coming talent, all kinds of veteran talent right on your heels. But ladies and gentlemen, moving on in this one, tag team match.
Well, listen.
GPW and the Resistance right here on Rebellion. There they are, your champions, your 3-Dub tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. We're being told that the Resistance left their titles backstage with Barnes Reed. That's a smart maneuver if you ask me. You got all kinds of chaos going on between the Resistance, Pride and Glory, GPW, the Red Army, all kinds of tag teams in the tag division right now. Being safe, and if you remember back to the very first episode of Thursday Night Takedown, GPW got a match against the Red Army and ended up winning that match, and that is what placed them in this non-title match here tonight against the champions. But you can't forget about Code Red coming back and making their mark as they attacked GPW after the match. But then later on that night, you got the Resistance in a non-title match against Pride and Glory. but GPW coming down to ringside and causing issues. All kinds of hecticness, craziness going on in the tag team division. It all started back at Gold Rush in that tag gauntlet for the Hardcore Championship, in which Pride and Glory won. Moreau and Mercury became the new Hardcore Champion. Gotta wonder if you're gonna see Pride and Glory here tonight on Rebellion. We know this is their home territory. This is not the home territory of GPW, Jimmy Shadow and Hunter Deal. Of course, the Resistance, who carry the tag team championships, this is their home territory. So GPW out of the loop here, kind of outside the box, outside their comfort zone. And the big man Hunter Deal taking a clothesline from Dargus in the corner, as we're going to look to cut the ring in half right now. Another clothesline. Dargus, I think, going the wrong way, but he's looking for a big maneuver. Look at this big stomp in the middle of the ring, sending Hunter Deal's face straight down into the mat. And now looking to take Hunter back to his corner and possibly get a tag. There it is. Martrick's going to come in now. Big scoop slam on the 7-foot Hunter Deal, and the assisted moonsault right there. Jimmy Shadow desperately looking for the tag, and he's going to get it. Here comes Shadow, taking out Martrix with a nice enziguri, and now a double knee missile drop kick. Taking advantage in this one, and now a nice cutter right in the middle of the ring on the 3-Dub Tag Team Champions. Man, oh man, Jimmy Shadow making a statement right here. Shoulder of Martrix. He's got to keep him away from the Resistance side of the ring. He doesn't want to get Dargus tagged in here. But it's not going to happen. There we go. The quick tag from Resistance. Now Dargus, the legal man, in on Jimmy Shadow, who's going to now look to send him in GPW's corner. This is going to be enough for Big Deal to make the tag here. Ooh, nice gut buster. Big Deal with a big knee. Shin, for that matter, across the side of the head of Dargus, and now Big Deal setting up for something here. Got him up for the last ride. It looks like no. Breaking out with the neck breaker. Dargus slipping out of the big man's grasp and getting the neck breaker and turning things around here. The tag team champion, that's why they're the champions right there, ladies and gentlemen. They can touch on just about everything. Squirming out of that opportunity for Hunter Deal. Now look at this. Gonna see the tag team action here. Stomping away on Big Deal in the corner. And this is fairly legal, as the tags back to back to back. And now here we go. Jimmy Shadow obviously not liking what he is seeing. Here we go, looking for a little bit of confusion there, but the pinning attempt broken up at the count of 2. Now look at Jimmy trying to stop Martrix here, but he needs to get out before he's thrown out. He put Hunter in a bad spot there. No one wants to get left behind in a handicap situation. And now look at this, Martrix not holding anything back, unloading on Jimmy Shadow, knocking him off the apron. And here's Martrix maybe looking for a tag. He's going to get it, going to bring Dargus back in. And now a kick, and now Dargus looking to go to work on the big man here. With those devastating feet, we know how devastating they can be. Double knees to the back of Hunter Deal. You want to keep the big man down. wear him out as much as possible. You don't want to get him closer to Jimmy, though. That's for damn sure. Dargus doing a good job using the feet, those weapons that he uses to his advantage. And now still continuing to try and wear down Big Hunter deal. Now Martrix looking for a submission maneuver. Man, look at the crank he had on his neck. Man, not sure how Hunter got out of that. Must have been pure strength. Breaking out of that hold, and now Hunter, he's got to do something here quickly to wear down Dargus so he can get the tag on Jimmy Shadow. Get the fresh man in here. What is he doing? Ooh, big clothesline. Followed up by another, and now Deal off the ropes. Big leg lariat. Tell you what, that's like a tree trunk coming across the side of your face right there. Now big stomp. Sending Dargus down to the mat. The big man. The big Deal. Looking to put things away here. Should have maybe went for the pinning attempt, and he's going to try to wear down Dargus just a little bit more now. Now setting up for something else. A kick to the midsection. Looking for that big maneuver that Dargus squirmed out of, and he did it again. Big neck breaker. Dargus escaping what could have been the final moments of this one. And now here comes Jimmy. He's not liking what he's seeing as Hunter is now put into the trio woe position. And now look at this. Dargus looking to climb the ropes, could be looking to go coast to coast on the big man. And this could put him away for good. And he connects. Damage done to both superstars, but connecting on the coast to coast is Dargus, and that could be just about it for the big man here on Thursday Night Rebellion. He's going for the pinning attempt. Here comes Shadow breaking up the count. Shadow breaking up the count, but Martrix right there to get, oh man, some sort of cradle suplex there. Gonna take Jimmy Shadow out of the picture momentarily. And now look at this. Look at the strength from the champion taking down the big Deal right in the middle of the ring. And now he's gonna look to capitalize on this and put away the big Deal for good. Could this be it? Nice float over DDT. And that could be just about it on Big Deal. Here we go. 2 and 3. There it is. The champions with a big win here tonight on Rebellion. And there you have it. Clean as a whistle, straight and forward there, ladies and gentlemen. No pride and glory. No code red, no interference, no Barnes Reed. Of course, Sandy Starr's not at ringside with GPW. That could have been the make or break here tonight. That was the major coast to coast there that maybe turned things around. Through the resistance, allowing them to get the win here tonight. The GPW. Big win on Code Red on takedown, but couldn't get the job done here against the champs. But I imagine they're not done fighting to get at those championship titles, as are all the superstars, as we look forward to Rebellion's only Soul Survivor pay-per-view. Brand exclusive coming to you in just a few weeks. We're going to see all kinds of action, ladies and gentlemen, including the main event, that right there, the 6-man Elimination Chamber match to determine who is going to be the first ever Soul Survivor briefcase holder. Speaking of Soul Survivor, Big question mark as to what is going to happen right here with the United States champion. Here we go, we might find out right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has finally arrived. What you've been waiting for weeks now to fill the emptiness inside your lives. Rebellion has returned. And as you are sitting in this arena or watching at home, you can see greatness in your eyes as you look upon Teacher Mason, the sublime future. You can't help but be motivated to finally make something out of your worthless existence. I am the United States champion, and there's been no one in the back of the locker room that has been able to defeat me. We had Ian, who lost his crown. We had Matt H-Star, who I retired. We had Rainbow Wolf, who tried to do it for the fans. To do it as a nightmare. We had his Mason. His colors not light enough. We have Logan Grimes, who's trying to fight for the #1 contendership against Ian because they think they have the right to deserve another shot. That's where you both are wrong. 2 little insects are already squashed. Is your memory fading, Logan? Is it fading? Is it disappearing from your hollow head? It's what happened when Mason answered the open challenge for Logan Grimes' United States Championship. Oh, that's right. I won. And what happened in the rematch, Logan? Please, enlighten me. I'm waiting for that answer. Oh, wait a minute. I won again. So you deserve nothing. I'm your United States champion. And if there's anyone in the back of that locker room who wants to take me on, that thinks they can dethrone Dylan Mason, the Sublime One, will teach you.
He has had some great teaching
classes. I'm standing right here waiting.
Boy, he's calling out the roster, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a second. Rainbow Wolf answering the call of the United States champion. Boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you Mason didn't see this coming, nor I think does he care, but ladies and gentlemen, what a huge moment right here. Rainbow Wolf coming to confront the seemingly unstoppable psycho killer, Dylan Mason. Let's see what Wolf has to say here.
Hello, lady from a different baby. It is I, still alive, still sexy, smoking son of a gun, still here in freedom. My name is Rainbow, aka Daddy Wolf, and I have still a win over you. Yes. Med 8-Star failed. Med 8-Star couldn't get rid of the nightmare, but I could. And that's how it works, right? That's how it works when you have a win over the champion. You are the rightful #1 contender, but I never got that shot. Never. So, to all those mofos, Scottish animals, listen, Dylan Mason, listen. I am so freaking hot, even a campfire will cool down next to me, and that's the exact same thing I will do to your hype, to your momentum, to your talent. Cool it down, blow it out like a candle. And if you don't believe me, I will now walk away, and you can attack me from my back. But if you are a real man, you put that title on the line and face me and look me into the eyes and say, yeah, baby, yeah.
Well.
Bye.
Rainbow Wolf making it clear.
Right here.
Oh, wait. Well, Dylan Mason making it even more clear that he is right here. Dylan Mason, wait a second. Matt 8-star.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Dylan Mason and Rainbow Cool Daddy Wolf. Two of the best, really. Round of applause for them, please. Well, Dylan, as usual, you're out here running your mouth, and you're only about 98% true in everything you said. Wolf, you, my friend, are unfortunately only correct for about 50% of what you said. 50%, bottom line. But I'm going to give you a chance to make it 100% accurate. So how about this? Rather than the two of you fight each other tonight, why don't we do this? Tonight, you two will team up. And you will take on... No. I got something better. Better idea. Tonight, the two of you will team up and you will take on 4 other contenders for the United States Championship. Tonight, Dylan Mason, Rainbow Wolf, the main event, you will face DC3 members, Trev and Carter. And I got it. You'll love this one. Macho Santos, Jason Thomas. Have a good night, gentlemen. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Wolf, if you want to truly become the #1 contender to the United States title, I highly suggest that you and Dylan Mason not lose tonight. Because if you lose,
Well, there you have
You
it,
can
ladies
kiss that
and
goodbye, my
gentlemen.
friend.
The general manager, Matt 8-star, with a huge announcement for tonight on Rebellion. Later on tonight, we will see a huge triple threat tag match. Man, oh man, Rainbow Wolf and Mason tagging up. Jason and Macho tagging up. And of course, DC3. Big match announced for later, but right now, we gotta mop up something that took place at Gold Rush. The man claiming that Logan Grimes is the sole purpose, the only cause, the only reason as to why Ian lost his United States Championship match against Dylan Mason back at Gold Rush. Of course, remember Logan Grimes coming to the ramp stating why he should be the next one in line. Maybe not just for the United States Championship, but for any championship on the Rebellion roster. The Scottish Warrior Ian looking to get his revenge from Gold Rush here tonight. Can Logan Grimes prove what he was claiming? Or is Ian the next man up once again? We'll find out here tonight on Rebellion. Here we go. Big matchup here, much anticipated matchup, I must add. Logan Grimes. Is he picking the bones with Ian? Is he trying to mess with Ian just so he can get up one on himself? And is he truly deserving of what he claims? Ian with similar claims, both wanting to be the United States champion, both stating that they could be the one to take down Dylan Mason, but also both stating that it's not just the United States champion, it could be any championship on the Rebellion brand. But what we got here, ladies and gentlemen, knee to the back, Ian King, the Scottish Warrior, nice cradled suplex. Out the bat, Ian looking rather impressive here, looking much better than he did back at Gold Rush, that's for sure. Oh, look out, big clothesline. Sending down Logan Grimes. Logan, of course, the former United States champion, was the man that Dylan Mason stepped up to compete against. He actually called out open challenge. Dylan Mason answered and ended up winning that belt. And Dylan Mason has since been rather successful with the United States Championship. A double drop kick, basically a drop kick to the side of the head of Ian right there. Of course, one of the most memorable moments in 3-Dub history. The 3-Dub United States Championship being on the line in the main event of a pay-per-view. And that was back at Guaranteed Money, where Dylan Mason put the title on the line against Matt 8-Star, in which we all know what happened there. Matt 8-Star going into retirement from that match, although there are rumblings of another match that Matt might be involved in. Nice neck breaker there, outside of 3-Dub in the indie scene. Nonetheless, here we are with a nice face buster there from Logan Grimes, looking to take this one by the hands. Or at least take Ian by the hands and maneuver him over there so he can give him a couple of devastating knees to the side of the head. That can be enough to put down Ian momentarily. This was what I was getting at, for a nice maneuver from Logan to try to wear down Ian, the Scottish Warrior, trying to get redemption in that short United States title match we seen at Gold Rush. Now here's Ian with the headlock of his own, looking to turn things back around in his favor with Logan up and out now, down with the overhead military press. Logan trying to fight back, elbow to the gut, now a nice knee once again to the face of Ian, who is going to use that veteran knowledge to roll outside the ring here. At least to the apron, as we're going to get Logan trying to attack Ian on the apron. We're going to get a suplex to the outside right out here in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, onto the concrete outside the ring here. And now look out. Ian looking for a big maneuver, but Logan capitalizing with a code breaker right there. And now off of our table, you need to look out, Logan. Come on now. Get the Spanish announcer here to the left, the German announcer here to my right. We're just trying to steer clear as the count gets to 6. And now Ian with the clothesline to the back of Logan Grimes, who just suffered that big maneuver, that suplex over the rope to the outside, and now a big German suplex. Come on, Ian, you need to get him back in the ring to break the count. We got a count of 8. And now a gutbuster here. Or excuse me, another suplex. We got a 10 count. We're going to get a draw, and we're not going to get a conclusion here to this match that we have been waiting for, anticipating over these last couple of weeks. Man, oh man, the double count out. I'm sure we're going to hear more from those two, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What was supposed to be the main event tonight, added to the card, the 3-Dub Heavyweight Champion, Caleb Stone, looking to take on Billy Hockett. Kind of a surprising competitor here, but he was called out earlier this evening, and now look at that with a custom strap, the all gold 3-Dub Championship, resembling the old World Heavyweight Champion, the old 3-Dub, excuse me. Let me try this again. Resembling the old 3-Dub World Heavyweight Championship of the yesteryears of Season 1 and Season 2 is, as you can see, that platinum eagle spread across the big gold championship, and Caleb Stone going one step further and making the strap, the custom 3-Dub championship strap, all gold. Beautiful, beautiful championship. Look at that. Again, Caleb Stone earlier tonight saying he was going to be a fighting champion. He's going to put his title on the line tonight against Billy Hockett. If you don't know who Billy Hockett is, back in Season 1 and Season 2, his father competed here. Timothy Hockett, otherwise known as Old White Boots. We will get to that story momentarily, but open up the match here. The king, so to say, of the suplex here in 3-Dub. And now a nice DDT there from the 3-Dub champion. The first competition that Caleb Stone has been in since cashing in the guaranteed money briefcase, which is now a takedown exclusive thing. That's something to note right there. Rebellion superstar cashing in on a takedown exclusive contract. That's something. Of course, the timeline falls in place there, but nonetheless, the first competition that Caleb Stone has been in since claiming that championship back at Gold Rush. And speaking of suplexes, there was one of them. Caleb Stone, former 9-time tag team champion, international champion. He's definitely done quite a number of things. As I mentioned, guaranteed money briefcase winner, successfully cashing in. Billy Hockett, look at this, going for the pinning attempt. Could change this man's career, but it's not going to. At least not yet. Caleb Stone still fighting to keep his spot here amongst the top of the Rebellion brand. And now a nice suplex. Nice bridge there, but Hockett had his foot on the ropes. Wasn't able to get the pinning attempt. You mentioned there being a story tied to the Old White Boots name of Billy Hockett's father, Timothy Hockett. And now look out with a double axe handle. Across the back of Caleb Stone, but missing with a big cross body. And there's another suplex bridging maneuver once again under the ropes. There was a situation backstage back in, I believe it was Season 1. I believe it was in Texas. Might have been San Antonio. Backstage, Timothy Hockett comes up to grab his gear. Of course, all the gear shipped with all the equipment and whatnot. Nice drive-by drop kick there from Caleb Stone, but here we go, pinning attempt. I'll finish the story here in a moment. 2 and a 3 count. And I thought Hockett might have kicked out there, but the 3 count. Caleb Stone going to put it away here, retaining the 3-Dub championship. But the story goes that Timothy Hockett went to get his gear and he was handed white boots. And he told the person in charge of, I can't remember her name, I think it was Deborah, I can't remember, but she said, Deborah, I get white boots, not blue boots. And he said, well, you did get white boots. There's white boots right there. He said, no, I get my blue boots. You gave me blue boots, I get white boots, I don't know. But that's how the story goes. He became Timothy Old White Boot Hockett. But nonetheless, oh, wait a second. Skip the history lesson. #1 contender out here, not playing any games. facing off with the 3-dub champion. And you know, Jack Harvey cannot waste any more time. Doesn't want to waste any more time and wants to get right to it in his opportunity for the 3-dub heavyweight championship. You know, he is nipping at the heels of Caleb Stone, making his presence known right there. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we will have more to cover with that. But moving on here to the main event, the last match of the evening, put forth by your general manager, Matt Aidstar. We are going to see a triple threat tag match. These gentlemen right here, the Destruction Crew, DC3. Veterans of 3-dub, been around since season 1, been around since before, in the territory days that we call it, when it was IWL. And we all know what has been taking place on social media. Carter reaching his hand out to one Jason Thomas and one Macho Santos to join DC3. Two big names. Of course, Jason returning to 3-dub back at Gold Rush. Macho Santos finally getting a big contract with 3-dub. Both making big returns and big showdowns at Gold Rush, and Carter was definitely impressed. Reached his hand out, like I said, to ask Jason and Macho to join DC3. We did get a response from him. Of course, Jason mentioning that with the delays of Rebellion, he would like to ask for an extension to answer Carter's request for them to join. There's been no allegations or no rumblings backstage or anything, what have you, of Macho Santos and Jason Thomas joining DC3. Usually by now you would hear in the dirt sheets or somewhere across the World Wide Web, somewhere somebody would have leaked something, but I haven't heard any rumblings. I'm not sure anybody backstage has as well. If you're listening in the gorilla position back there, somebody can update me if anybody's heard anything of Jason and Macho joining DC3, because I don't think something like that is going to take place, but it might happen. You never know. Crazier things have happened in 3-dub, that is for sure. Could we see Jason and Macho answer the request here tonight? They're going up against DC3. But perhaps maybe even a bigger story that could be developing right underneath of us, ladies and gentlemen, is what could be going on between Dylan Mason and Rainbow Wolf, claiming he beat Mason, and here comes Jason Thomas making his way back to Rebellion. Big return for him, but as I was mentioning, Rainbow Wolf got a win over Mason back when Mason was feuding with general manager Matt Aidstar. And Wolf kind of claimed how it was overlooked and nobody ever mentioned how Rainbow Wolf should get an opportunity at the title instead. Matt Aidstar ended up going on to, of course, face Dylan Mason. We all know how that turned out. We spoke on it earlier. Rainbow Wolf making his claim at the United States title. All kinds of cons going on here tonight in this main event on Thursday Night Rebellion. But here we go. Jason Thomas looking to to join in with Macho Santos. First time tagging with Macho. We know the history with the tag team action that Jason Thomas has had here in 3-dub. Of course, teaming with best friend Cody James back in season 3 as a part of the Right Wing. Jason with some time off with an epic return during the draft, claiming himself to be the final draft pick for Rebellion. Ended up finding himself in that opportunity for the #1 contendership. finds himself here tonight in a tag team match. Will he join DC3 or will he go on his own? Will he be one with Macho Santos or will there be friction there? Who knows? We're going to find out here tonight on Rebellion. a tag match we have lined up. I have to mention, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about what just happened moments ago before these entrances. Jack Harvey stepping up to take on Caleb Stone. What a matchup that's going to be. I'm sure that's going to happen at Soul Survivor, but here we go. Action breaking down here. Everybody, chaos ensuing right now as Mason is going to send Big Trev outside. Darius Carter going to work on Macho Santos as Jason Thomas going to work on Rainbow Wolf. action everywhere in this one. Right out here in front of us is what I'm watching. Dylan Mason, the United States champion. Gotta imagine he's not happy teaming up with Rainbow Wolf, the man who just interrupted him and called him out earlier ago. Man, did you see that? I think Mason just hit his head on the steps there. Oh, and now Jason clotheslined outside by Rainbow Wolf. Got Macho and Carter down low. Tornado rules here. Action spilling all over the arena. Anything could happen here. No DQ. All of these gentlemen obviously looking to put their blip on the map. All kinds of chaos going on right now. Look at this big overhead suplex from Jason Thomas. My God, the strength. And now a boot from Macho on the side. It doesn't look like Macho is going to be joining Carter anytime soon with that big kick. And now Trev taking down the United States champion. Trev, a former national champion. Which, of course, as we know, a branch of the U.S. Championship. Now here we go. Mason could tap out to Trev. Not going to happen. Mason breaking out of the hold now, and now Rainbow Wolf taking down Jason Thomas as he's going after. Look at that big angle slam from Rainbow Wolf. Looking impressive here tonight. It could be the future #1 contender at the United States Championship. I guess it all depends on what happens here in this tag team tornado match. Ooh, big maneuver from Carter. All this action going on inside the ring. Macho Santos doing the smart thing, rolling out. But here goes Rainbow with a pin. Breaking up by Jason Thomas. Man, oh man, the action all over the place here tonight. You wouldn't imagine anything different. You got 6 of arguably the top superstars on this brand. Darius Carter with a 1 count on the United States champion. Now what about that? You got to think about that. What if somebody gets a pin here right now over Dylan Mason? I know it seems far-fetched. And now look at this. Jose Hernandez on the receiving end of a devastating knee from Darius Carter. Obviously uncalled for, but obviously he didn't mean to do that. Now the action breaking out outside here. Jason Thomas on the far end of the arena as Trevon Sanford going after Macho Santos. They're supposed to be teaming up, or at least Trev reaching out to him. But now look at this big DDT on the outside. Gonna put down Macho. And now Rainbow working on Carter as Mason doing the smart thing and looking on at the action here, keeping his distance. And Jason Thomas trying to come to it on the opposite side of the ring now. We got 4 superstars in the ring, 2 outside. Nothing on the line here, although you could imagine that maybe the winning team could be advanced in the tag title picture. You never know. Maybe somebody pins Dylan Mason and advances in the United States Championship picture. Who knows? But as I said, 6 of the biggest names on the Rebellion brand right here. Now look at that. Mason hitting Jason Thomas from behind, and now going after Carter with a big psycho addict on Darius Carter. And if this were a one-on-one match, that'd have been it right there. Now Thomas and Carter trying to go after Mason in the corner. A little tag team, but still unprecedented. You got Macho going to work on Trev down here in the corner, trying to fight his way out. You got Rainbow Wolf coming to it on the other side there. Big knee from Macho. I don't think so right there. Macho as Rainbow dumps Jason Thomas outside the ring here. Carter trying to come to it in the corner. Mason keeping his distance still once again. Rainbow Wolf has a ball bat, but he's not going to use it. That's what I thought, that Rainbow Wolf would have a little bit more sense to that than the knee to have to use a weapon. He's much, much better than that Rainbow Wolf is, I'm telling you. Now Mason rolling outside here. Darius Carter up to the top, and now Macho looking for a big suplex, and Carter with a big missile drop kick on the United States champion right outside the ring. But you gotta wonder what kind of damage that did to Carter. And Jason outside, and now look at that. Big maneuver from Macho inside the ring, the opportunity to pin Trev, and then he's going to try to take it here. Here comes Mason, here comes Carter, and now the pin broken up as Rainbow sent back into the ring as well. Jason Thomas with the bat, and he, of course, dropping the bat. More sense than that, just like Rainbow. Jason's not going to use the weapon. He's going to try to win it fair and square here. He's got Wolf on his shoulders, could have been looking for that F5. Man, oh man, the action all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. As we look to wrap up Thursday Night Rebellion with a huge, huge match put forth by the general manager, Matt 8-Star. Action spilling up the ring. We got a pinning attempt and almost a win there from Rainbow Wolf over Jason Thomas. 2 3/4 as the action spilling up the ramp here. We got 4 superstars in the ring, 3 in the ring. Rainbow Wolf now outside. The action climbing up the ramp. Now Jason Thomas, big maneuver, could be looking at a win here. Back body drop on Carter on the plate, and there's Trev breaking up. And look at Mason with the kip up, getting out of it. Man, he got a knee. If that would have connected on anything other than Trevron's back, that could have been lethal to either one of those superstars. Now Trev setting up big, something big for Jason, but Mason's gonna get in the way here. Rainbow Wolf trying to get back to his feet. Carter trying to turn things around out there with with Macho Santos. And now here's Mason with the pin. He's going to use the ropes, but Jason Thomas right there to break it up. Jason clubbing Grove as Rainbow Wolf trying to return back into action here. Macho with another code breaker. Here's Trev outside with the United States champion now. What has he got in mind? We got Rainbow Wolf inside with Jason Thomas with a big crossbody right there. Carter and Macho Santos now back in the ring. We got Dylan Mason with now a devastating knee across the face of. And now look at this, big DDT outside the ring. Jason Thomas trying to come to it on the opposite side. And now you got Trevron Sanford and Mason making their way up the ramp. You got Macho back in the ring. Rainbow Wolf is down. Carter still standing, and Jason Thomas right out here in front of us trying to come to it. But what's going on with Mason and Trev? Making their way further and further up the ramp here. 2 and a kick out. Macho Santos saves himself. Carter almost getting the win. And now, Trev and Mason just made their way backstage. If you got anything from the gorilla position, please update us. And there's Jason Thomas back to it accidentally, taking out Jose Hernandez. And there's Carter from the receiving end of a drop kick. And Rainbow Wolf, who's just trying to stay in it here. Macho Santos outside of the ring, trying to recover. You got Mason and Trev backstage, not knowing what's going on there. And here you go with a cradle and a kick out from Dylan. There's Dylan Mason being attacked by Trev, and there's the 3-dub champion, Caleb Stone. DC3 taking out Mason, making sure he's not an issue in this match. And now look at this. Jason Thomas, F5 to Rainbow Wolf. F5 to Rainbow Wolf. Jason Thomas celebrating on the ring corner here. And now here's Darius Carter with a devastating knee. There's Carter with the knee. And now Jason Thomas coming to the aid of Macho Santos outside. Trev has made his way back down to the ring here. And man, if I could guess, ladies and gentlemen, if I were a betting man, I think everything that we didn't think was going to happen just happened right in front of us. I think Jason Thomas and Macho Santos just joined DC3. We're getting a cover here. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 and a kick out. A kick out, I can't believe it. The fortitude and perseverance from Rainbow Wolf. Dylan Mason just taken out backstage. He is no longer a factor. And now here we go. Pop-up power bomb. 2 and 3. My God, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's official. DC3 with the win here. Rainbow Wolf taking a big F5, and then man, that pop-up power bomb sealed the deal. And his partner, of course, taken out backstage by the other members of DC3, the 3-Dub champion being one of them. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, I really think that Jason Thomas and Macho Santos just joined DC3. The thing that we didn't think was gonna happen, happened right before our eyes here, ladies and gentlemen, on Rebellion. As soon as Mason was taken out backstage, Rainbow Wolf ganged up on Jason Thomas, starting the initiation, clotheslining Wolf and then hitting him with the F5, and then Trev making his way back down here, doing the finishing touches on Rainbow Wolf. And man, oh man, what a turn of events here in the main event. And now look at this, Carter going after Wolf. Wolf fighting with everything he can. Wolf fighting with everything he can, and here comes Macho. And here's Jason Thomas. And there it is. The numbers game is just too much, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. Jason Thomas and Macho Santos has accepted joining DC3 right here in the main event of Rebellion. I can't believe my eyes. And we have just seen a dominant faction, ladies and gentlemen. 5 of the top names of this brand. Man, oh man, I cannot wait to see what comes of this. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here tonight in Austin, Texas for Thursday Night Rebellion. I'm signing out, and have a great night.